Good evening. Hi
Hi,
guys,
Christine. Good evening.
hello. Hi guys, my name is Christine and I'm live from Gloucester. And today we will be looking at a different topic. Today's topic is what is the one thing that lifts you up every time you fall? Um, hmm. So this is quite an interesting question. I'd like to know if this thing happens to be an internal thing or is it an external thing? Do you depend on it? And if you are depending on it, how do you feel about having to depend on something to lift you up? Do you feel like it should be something else to depend on? Lots of questions there. I know I've gone on a question frenzy there, but we'll investigate this together. So let's start off. Okay, all right, Arish, I got your message. Okay, so let's start off with Rupal. Hi, Rupal.
Hi, Christine. Good evening. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. So, Rupal, can you please introduce yourself and tell us a bit about your day?
Okay, I'm Rupal. I'm currently living in Hyderabad, pursuing post-graduation in MBA from ICFI Business School. So
Mhm.
I had a pretty lazy day tomorrow. I slept in. I did not attend any classes because I have quite okayish attendance.
Good.
And other than that, yeah, that's it about my day. And
Hmm.
moving onto the topic, what lifts me up every time I fall? Knowing that this isn't the end of the world, knowing that I'm not meant to succumb to small failures or minor setbacks. Other than that, speaking with my mother and my sister, because they really know how to keep me in touch with my sane side, and they never let me forget that I'm meant for bigger things in my life, and that these failures are simply going to help me choose the right path, having gone down the wrong one. Other small things that lift up my mood are maybe watching a comforting movie, eating my comfort food, listening to some good music. So that's all.
Excellent. Very good. And how dependent do you feel? I'm really going to pick on this, but how dependent are you? Do you feel you are on your sister and your mum? Do you feel like you're really too dependent on them to pick you up, or do you feel like if they aren't there, you can still pick yourself up?
To be very honest, to pick myself up, I would say I take usually more time
Hmm.
than what time I'll take with their help. So
Hmm.
I would say that yes, I am quite dependent on them to lift me up or to pick me up when I fall. But yeah, I can definitely get myself back on my feet myself, but that does take a larger amount of time.
Okay, fantastic. And do you feel like you need to have other strategies? Are there any other strategies that you wish you have for whenever you need, you fall and you need a bit of a pickup?
The strategies, I would say that in future, I hope I am able to pick myself up. I don't have to depend on anybody, be it anybody. I don't have to depend on anybody. I am able to lift my mood or lift myself up every time I fall. I
Hmm.
don't let these minor setbacks get at me. Uh, that's all.
Okay, excellent. Thank you, Rupa.
Thank you.
Excellent. So let's go to Arush now. Arush, Arush. Okay, I think he's disappeared. Okay, let's move on to Rushan. Hi, Rushan.
Hi, Christine. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. So, Rushan, can you please introduce yourself and tell us a bit about your day?
Hello, everybody. I am Rushan Heather. I'm from Kolkata and currently pursuing MBA from ICFI Business School. My day was quite normal, actually. I just attended classes and it was just normal stuff. Attending classes and all that, everything university related. And
Very
uh, sorry, I did not check the message. What are we talking today? talking about.
So today's lesson is, what do you do? So when you fall, what is it that picks you up? What is the one thing that lifts you up every time you fall? So metaphorically, not fall, of
Yeah.
course.
Uh, in this case, like barometer for my happiness is not that high. I like simple things calm me down. Usually nature. I like looking at the moon and observing trees and nature, something that is available for free. Like you don't have to do much, simple pleasures. And that lifts me up, that calms me down. And I like to focus on the simplicity of living.
Okay,
That
excellent.
helps me to avoid the major problem that we have in life. It reminds us that life is actually very simple. You don't have to worry about everything.
That's a lovely message. And I suppose, how do you feel about being dependent on this to lift you up? Do you feel comfortable with it? Do you wish you had maybe another strategy,
I
or are
think,
you?
yeah,
Mhm.
I think this is the best strategy because at least I'm not dependent on a person and I'm dependent on something that is available for free. I don't have to do much to get it.
I agree. I agree. I think that's beautiful, actually. And I do relate a bit to you as well. I feel um, I've recently I used to when I was younger, but recently I've kind of rediscovered it. And every time where I feel a bit, stressed, or life is getting a bit too much, I go out for a walk. And just being around trees somehow makes me feel happy. I forget
Nature
about everything.
helps.
So I really do relate to you on
Yeah.
this. Okay, very good. And what would you suggest to someone if they are, you know, if they've fallen down and are in the dumps and can't motivate themselves to pick themselves up? What would you suggest?
At the end, everything get better. Like if bad things are happening, good things are on their way as well. We have good days and bad days, so everything will sort out on itself only.
Okay, very good. Thank you very much. Okay, next. Arush, have you made it back? Arush? No. Okay. Next we'll move on to Rajshri Kashri. Raj, can you please introduce yourself and tell us a bit about your day?
Hello everyone, I'm Rajshri from Bihar. I'm the student of the Banasli University. I completed my master's from master in social work, and the specialization is human resource management, HRM. And now I'm working with this Mumbai and Bihar Police and the NCW, National Commission for Women. So I today I was attended one workshop uh, under the under the child care organization.
Mhm.
So they give so many informations and laws and so many legal advices for the child adoption and the child uh, trans child trafficking and for everything. Yeah. So there is so many information for today and come on the topic. So, changing mood, yeah. So, I was the student of Vanastali. That's why the nature in Vanastali there is so many trees, and then actually based on the nature. Actually, previously the campus name is my not the Vanastali. It was the Vanaspati. Then the CM and the so many people changed the name that is Vanastali. Okay, so now it's the name of Vanastali. So I was very earlier. I was child in my childhood. There, I was facing so many problems because I was alone in my hostel. So I faced so many problems like the sometimes the roommates fighting and the teachers. So many problems are facing. Yeah. So that's why that time I used to cheer up my mood by music. Yeah, using music, not listening music. I was singing actually. I was the student of the singing, the musical class, na? That's why. So using music and cheering for the my mood, and one thing, using meditation, and sometimes, not every time, uh, mm, go for the walk, long walks, and thinking for my own self. What was my fault? I do that realization of my own self. Okay, that time I do this work from my childhood, because that time not availability of the phone numbers. So the my hostel only allowed the parents to talk with me for the 3 minutes, only for the 3 minutes in my hostel. The rules and regulation. That's why I didn't share my problems with my parents and my family members. That's why I was alone, and so many friends was there, but I don't want to share my problems with my friends, because I thought, if I share my problems with them, they will create so many jokes on me, and not everyone understand me. They will create so many situations and so many things. That's why I never share my problems with them. So sometimes I cry for my problems, and so many things, yeah, I do. So,
But do you feel that they're not, if they don't understand you, or if they behave in a negative way towards you, do you feel you can call them friends?
no, that time, actually not realize every time. Sometimes I share with by my wardens, and few teachers I share. But I thought, when I will share with them, they will create, I don't know, might be shared with everyone. That's why I
Mhm.
didn't share the problems with him. One more thing I do, yeah, I remember. I was just hug the trees. I share my problems with my trees and the plants, so many natural things, na? That's why I share with them. Now at the time, and yeah, last year, in 2022, I share my problems with them. Yeah, with trees, I talk with my own self, and share the problems, not for the solution, just for the what was the problem, what is the solution of that problem. That thing I share with them. So I thought it's my thought for myself, for solution of the problems, and yeah,
Okay.
situations.
And how do you feel about the way you handle it? Do you feel like you are too dependent on these things, or do you feel like that's okay?
No, I'm not dependent on anyone, but sometimes I share. I never dependent on anyone, but the circumstances, na. That's why I changed the topic and the name and so many things for the solutions. Like share with anyone, share with anyone. Yeah,
Mhm.
and xyz, mention xyz for the problem, this, then this and this, and take take solutions from them. So that is the problem, and this. So they will suggest sometimes. If they will not suggest, then I used to do, read the articles, watching videos on social media, on anything, on sometimes I help from, I take help from the psychological books. Yeah,
Yeah.
sometimes, yeah, the psychological therapies, na. Like I sometimes use that, all the things, that if you are facing so many problems, what are you doing, you don't want to mention with anyone. So what I will do, so that time I do those things, because there is a facility of the social media, there is a facilities of internet, there facilities of e-library, and so many things. So I use the articles and the problems. Yeah.
Okay. And what would you suggest to someone who cannot pick themselves up?
Yeah. if you trusted anyone, do share your problems with them, because in this scenario, last from the 2020, yeah, if you're not sharing, so many people, because I heard so many people in my office for sharing, because there is so many people for living around you. Okay, so many people living around you, but no one understands you. No one understands you. They don't have any means. I have no words for this sentence actually. No one understand your pain actually. They
Mm-hmm.
are living with you, they are eating with you, they are do everything with you, but no one understands you for your feelings, for your problems. But after my job, when I was in internship, I didn't understand anything of the people, their problems, either my friends, my family, anyone. But after the internship, I learned so many things. So after 2020, I realized myself, for the problems, for the solution. What is the solution? If I thought for the problem, I always feel the burden. But whenever I feel, I think for the solution, I feel good, and I will do for the solution, not for the problem. it will
Okay.
be it will be easy for everyone. Think for what is in your hand. What is in your hand? What are you uh, what are uh, if you are capable for doing anything for your problem, do. Do. If you are capable, please do your work, do your own task for your own problem, not dependent on anyone. If there is a person have to share any problem, you have to open their problem. Because in India, in another country, there is a counselor for the everything, every problem. There they do psychological counseling and everything, for the person, not for the marriage, for the every problem, for the every problem. In India, there is a concept of the counselor is a very less. Yeah, if you are going for the counselor for any problem, they thought he and she have a problem, he and she is a mentally sick actually. That's why they are going for the psychological counseling. And for the anything, the concept of the counseling is very bad in India, especially in Bihar. The people thought very, very, very bad for the counseling actually. They only think for the counseling is only for the marriage, not for the another solutions, not for the another problems. The woman, the person, whatever they came, and they ask so many things for the so many from the so many departments. And I suggest whatever in my hand, I do for them. Because if anyone wants to take help from you, you have you have a good human being, you have to share, you have to suggest them for the problems, for their solutions. Yeah, I suggest
Okay.
just do share the problems with the people. Yeah. If you want to go for the counseling, you please must go, you share their problem. They will provide the psychological counseling and the so many therapies for solution of their problems. Yeah.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Rashri.
Thank you, Christine.
Okay, next we have Arush. Hi, Arush. Arush. Hi, Arush. Can you please introduce yourself and tell us a bit about your day?
Yes, ma'am. My name is Arush Kumar. I study in class 5F. My school name is Delhi School, Mega City, Kolkata. And my favorite hobbies are playing, singing, and dancing. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And Arush, can you tell us what is it that lifts you up when you fall?
So, ma'am, my dreams are my passion.
Okay, and how do they lift you up? That's a very general answer. Can you give us exactly what are the dreams? What's passion? What do you mean?
Ma'am, just a minute.
Sorry?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Can you explain, please?
Yes, ma'am. Like in my dreams, like some different things I also see. Like I went somewhere and suddenly something very interesting happened, and I have no idea.
Arush, you had some extra time to think. Can you please have some extra time to think of a good answer, please?
Uh,
Okay, I need a
yes,
better answer
ma'am.
than that.
Yes, ma'am. Like hope quotes. Ma'am?
Yes, I'm waiting for an explanation.
Yes. Like it helps me to guide me in my next phase of life. So
Mhm.
these hope quotes will help me lift up and like
But what are these dreams and these passions? What are they?
mm, and
What are
like
you talking about?
and like mm, and I know this much only.
Hmm?
And I know this much only.
Okay,
Ma'am,
so
I
Aru,
idea only.
you have that one idea. Well, but you need to tell me the truth, okay? This is not coming up with imaginations, okay? So Arush, I need you to go back and do your work properly. I'll move on to Lijol in the meantime. Lijol,
Hello, good afternoon, Christine.
hi, good afternoon. So Lijol, can you please introduce yourself and tell us a bit about your day?
So, hello everyone, I'm Lijal Mahapatra. I'm from Odisha and currently pursuing my MBA. And about my day, it is actually going good. I had a performance, I had a dance performance. It was good, it went good. And right
Very
now
good.
we're having the female for seniors, but I really wanted to attend the session, so I excused myself for a couple of
No,
minutes.
no, don't be at all. Okay. And Lishul, can you tell us, first of all, what was the performance about?
We are giving farewell. So it was a semi-classical. My forte is basically semi-classical. So it was a performance on that only, a Hindi song, and so 1.5 hours. It's a solo performance, very random, impromptu, I'll say. And I had my anchoring as well. It is going on still. So yeah, have a
Fan-
minute to that as well.
Fantastic, how exciting. Okay, so Lishul, what is it that lifts you up every time you fall?
See, for every time I fall, I'll say it's not one factor that is responsible for lifting my spirits up. It is actually a coagulation of various factors. Like, for example, I tend to at the very beginning tend to distract my mind from that factor that would make me utterly upset. For me, it is like if I'm upset, if I fall, like fallen bad, and I know sometimes it is very important to even accept the reality. Like, that it's okay. We have fallen. We can get it up, but we need to accept that we have fallen. So sometimes I just let my emotions flow, like whatever and however the emotions are. If I feel like crying, I'll cry my heart out. Like for hours, I'll cry, but then I make myself one promise that after that, I won't cry. Like if I'm crying for hours, then it needs to be over there. And we cannot just carry forward it, accept it. It's okay if things are going bad, then it is going bad. We cannot do anything about it. We need to accept it and then move on about it. And what I do is generally, sometimes I let my emotions out, and if I cannot, because of some or other reason, we cannot always put our emotions out, I give myself a little bit of time. I go out. I love to dance. I love to dance. And for that reason, I start dancing. I'll close my doors, I'll put the music on high volume, and I'll dance till every inch of my body is sweating for hours and hours. And dance lets you free. I'll say to you, you can cry, you can do anything you want to, and you can sweat it out from your system. And the
Absolutely.
other thing I like to do is, I either cook something because I like to cook. I like to make people eat. So what I'll generally do is I'll cook something for my family or my friends. I'll invite them and feed them. Like feed them like they cannot get up from the table after that. And something that I've adapted very recently is writing. Like when you know, you just do not have the energy, and I do not write often. I only write when you say like the question of the day, when you're so broken that you do not understand how will you get fixed again. That is the
Yeah.
moment I pick up my pen and just pen down whatever I think. It is mostly poems that I write down, and whatever my feelings are, and I'm still very astonished that how come with a blank mind I just hold my pen, and after 2 minutes I have a poem in front of me, completely rhyming. I don't know how the words came. It's still, and the moment I keep my pen, it's like a heavy burden has lifted up from my shoulders or my ear, and you can start thinking straight. You have a good sleep. Either you go and pamper yourself, go for a date, self date. That is my mantra. Go for a self date. Enjoy your time. Be with yourself. Think about it. Think about it. In a calm mind, because it's important to think about things in a calm mind rather than an agitated one, because you can definitely have a lot of empty mind is early. It's a devil's house if you take decision in hasty. So yeah, that is what I generally
Okay.
do.
Good, good, excellent. Thank you very much, Lijol.
Thank you so much, Christine.
Okay, next we have Sangram. Sangram, can you please introduce yourself and move on to today's question?
Hello, ma'am. Sangram, yes. Hello, everyone. So, my name is Sangram, living in Mumbai, working as an HR recruiter. I've completed my graduation in BSc in IT, and further, I've completed my post graduation in Masters in Computer Application. And my day was just a normal day for me. I went to office, did my work, and just returned home from office.
Okay, good. So Sangram, what is it that lifts you up every time you fall?
Uh, like I can say motivation. Like if you like
Mhm.
someone motivates you, like you like some when you are feeling down or low or when you fall. So some people used to read books like how to get motivated in life, and these the people who like you can share with them like your experience, or if you are like feeling low or anything, you can share with them. They can provide you with some solution regarding to it.
Okay, good. Thank you very much, Sangram.
Yes, thank you, ma'am.
Okay, Arush,
Yes, ma'am.
would you like to add anything else?
Yes, ma'am. In my passion, I do video gaming videos, and I also like to do vlogging, but I do very little bit.
Okay, and these things help you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Especially
anything else?
when I fall.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
So on that time, I just come to my setup and start to gaming. Like
okay.
still, I'm still sitting on my setup only. This is my mic here, and there is one more camera which I use just for recording. This is the
Okay,
main camera of my monitor.
I see. Okay, thank you very much, Arush.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, guys, so today we discussed what it is that lifts us up when we fall. Thank you for sharing your information and your personal experiences with us. I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow, and I hope you have a good evening. Thank you, guys.
Hi,
Thank you,
Christine.
Thank you,
Christine.
ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Bye-bye.
Bye, ma'am.